Hey everyone, Zishan here from Royal LePage Signature, and this is the Market Minute for September 2023. In this video, we're going to look at the sales, listings, months of inventory, and average price year over year, and we're going to look across the GTA, Toronto, and the New York region. Let's jump right into these numbers. There are some surprising ones and some odd ones in this video, so let's get into this. In September, we saw sales fall across the GTA by about 7.86%. We went from 5,000 sales to about 4,600 sales. In Toronto, strangely, we had the same number of sales year over year, 1,744. That's a coincidence. And in New York region, we saw sales drop about 14% from 927 to 795. The supply side pushed up. So we've seen that sales are dropping, we've seen that demand is dropping, but on the supply or the listing side, we're seeing what looks like really big increases. We're seeing 18,912 units available for sale across the GTA, which is up almost 40% year over year. In Toronto, we saw the same, about a 38% increase. We went from 5,485 to 7,580. And in York region, again, same thing, 46% increase year over year in listings or in supply. And now this might seem like a shocker, or these might seem like big jumps, but this is actually where we should be. This is a normal supply line for the month of September historically. So as big as it looks, it's not actually the case. This is where our market should be. This is what more balance feels like. We're just used to extremely tight markets here. What's it done to the months of inventory? Again, the months of inventory is a measure of absorption, and it'll tell you how strong or how soft a market is. 4 months of inventory is usually a balanced market between 4 and 5 months. Below 4 is technically a seller's market, and above 5 is a buyer's market. So how did we fare given the supply going up and the demand going down? In the GTA, we are at 4.07 months of inventory. In Toronto, 4.34 months of inventory. And in York region, 4.24 months of inventory. So this tells us that our market really is starting to balance out. I haven't seen 4 months of inventory in probably about 6.5 years. That's the last time we had a balance of this type in our market. And this is a welcome change. It might feel a little slower, but this is just because we're used to having such a rapid and fast-paced market. And what these numbers actually mean is if nothing else were to come to the market, we would sell out in about 4 months. So we've got 4 months of product on our shelf, which is a great thing for our market. And technically, or usually, when the months of inventory starts to go up, that usually means our market gets a bit softer and prices start to come down. But interestingly enough, year over year, the GTA was up 3%. We went from 1,086,000 to 1.119 million. In Toronto, we saw a 5.5% increase year over year. We went from 1,061,000 to 1.119 million as well. And in York region, we saw almost a 7% increase year over year in price. We went from 1.246 million to 1.33 million. And you might be asking yourself, well, why is that? Why is it that if months of inventory is going up and the market should soften based on that, how come prices are still going up? And I think the answer for that is the resiliency of our market. People still need a place to live, and the GTA is obviously one of the best in the world. And it speaks to people still need housing. So that's why you're seeing this little bit of an increase in price. It's not a massive gain, but you're seeing that we're kind of holding steady up a little bit. Next month, I'm not sure if the dynamics of supply and demand continue where months of inventory is where it is, or if it increases, we might see a lower number. But I think we're just going to bubble along for the next couple of months, sort of in this range, until we see a trigger, which will likely be a further hold or a decrease in interest rates. When that happens, I think you'll start to see the market shift a little bit, and you'll start to see it ramp back up. But for the next little while, we're in a bit of a holding pattern. If you are a buyer or you're thinking about buying, this is the time you should be out looking and shopping and being engaged in the market. This is when you want to be a buyer. If you're a seller, obviously if you're trading, I mean, you're selling and you're buying, it's a wash, that's no problem. If you're just considering selling or you want to get rid of something, this may not be the best time. If you can hold on to it until the market sort of shifts around a bit. But if you must sell, then you must sell. Not the ideal time to do it, but if you have to, you have to. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to DM me, drop a comment, or call me at 416-450-3163. Thank you.